If you're looking to buy a condo, you don't want to miss this video. In this video, I'm about to tell you how not to overpay for a condo ever again. Hey, my name is Armani and I'm a real estate agent in Toronto. Before going through the rest of the video, if you get any value from this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you need a customized advice on buying a condo in a specific micro market, you can book a consultation meeting with me or one of my team members from the link down below. So with the growth of the real estate agents in Toronto, I more often see condos are selling for prices they shouldn't. When out of curiosity I check the condos, I normally see people who are not familiar with the condo market. How do I tell from the price they paid or from the region they are trading from? For example, if someone is registered in a Georgetown brokerage and buys an overpriced condo down here in Toronto, I can tell that the person wasn't familiar with the condos downtown. But this video not only is gonna help the buyers, but also it's gonna help the agents who are not super familiar with pricing a condo. So if you're a new agent or an agent who has not done many condo transactions, this video is also helpful for you. So let's get to it. If you're a buyer or real estate agent looking to buy a resale condo, here are the things that you need to know. I'm gonna pause for a moment to explain something to you. Here in this video, we are gonna talk about the resale condos, not about the pre-construction condos. Pre-construction is a different beast, and since they are selling you the future value, you cannot price them like the resale condos. If the request is high in this video or in the comments, I'll make another video explaining pre-construction condo pricing as well. So now that it's out of the way, let's get back to resale condos. First thing that many people or many buyers get confused with is the data or information they get from famous websites, which because they have a brokerage linked to those websites, which most of you may know them, I cannot name them in this public video. But I tell my clients about them in one-on-one meetings, which one is reliable, which one is not reliable. So basically the data and information that people get from these websites suggest that the average price for this condo building, for example, is such and such, and so people who are not familiar with the prices fall for that, and in many cases relying on those information can cause you overpaying for a condo. So the steps that you should take to make sure you do not overpay for a condo are the following. First of all, only look at the building that you're trying to buy a condo in. In some cases, you can look at the sister buildings as well if they are part of a complex, and pay attention to this. And they need to build with no more than 1 or 2 years apart. But to be more accurate, the only instance that you may want to look at the nearby buildings is that no transaction was recorded in the past 2 years to give you a measure, which it happens super rare, mostly in older co-op buildings with 20-30 units maybe in total, and you won't see that in downtown condos with, let's say, 400 units each. Secondly, you need to compare the type of condo you want with the same type of comparable. What that means is that if you look at some of these famous websites to get a feel about the prices, please only use them to get a feel about the price, but don't rely only on those websites. Ask your agent to pull the minimum last 3 transactions on the type of condo you want. If 3 transactions were not enough to narrow down, then go and pull 4 or 5 transactions. For example, if you're looking to buy a 1-bedroom condo without the parking, which is a super entry-level property, only pull up the data or information on that 1-bedroom condo. So don't go and pull up the data information on 2-bedroom plus parking plus this plus that. I personally go through more than 3 transactions, but that's my judgment call based on the building and the resale. Sometimes I've analyzed maybe 6 comparables in order to come to a verdict about the fair market value of a home. But let's say the bare minimum is 3 and it has to be the same type of product. So you shouldn't get prices and comparables from 2 bedrooms in order to price a 1-bedroom or vice versa. You cannot compare a price per square foot of a 1-bedroom, no parking locker, in order to come to the conclusion of a, let's say, for example, 2-bedroom plus a then condo, and value that condo based on that price per square foot. So the third one is a square footage. A square footage confirmation is so important. You need to know what's the square footage of the unit that you're buying. You like it or not, in the MLS listings, it is not mandatory for the listing agents to put the exact square footage. I often buy them for my clients because that's how I can make sure I'm gonna get the most accurate square footage of a condo unit. And yes, you heard it right, we pay for it, but the number that we get is the official square footage that is registered with that condo, which is being used by the city of Toronto to assess your taxes. So basically, this is the exact square footage that your condo was registered with at the closing or registration of that condo building. Number 4 is the price adjustments. In this stage, you need to start adjusting the price of the comparables based on the subject property that you're planning to buy. So let's give you an example. The one-bedroom condo that you're planning to buy does not have a locker, but the comparable that was sold last month had a locker, and the locker in downtown Toronto goes between $5,000 to $15,000 depending on the building and the size of the locker. So you need to figure that out and then adjust the price based on that. Fifth is the most important step. The fifth step is the price index adjustments. It's similar to adjusting for inflation but in real estate. This is something that needs some caution. If you haven't done it, please just don't try hard and get help from a specialist. Always do it in the final stage. Why? Because if you do it first or second, it will affect your other calculations and you may not be able to reach to the right market value for a condo. This gets super important during the time that we see a big shift or swing in the market. And how we do it is that we use HPIs. Basically, HPIs is Housing Price Index, and it's being generated every month by Trend. And just so you know, we have over 600 HPIs being calculated in the GTHA every month. So it's important to know which ones to use and how to use them. I may go through them in another video if I find some time for it.